Hey guys, it's Laura with Food Prude. I'm Laura Lawrence. We are homesteaders up here in northern Michigan, and I wanted to give you a final garden tour of 2024 and also talk to you about the piggies and how to successfully train your pigs. So come on, let's go check it out.
Welcome to the Roots Revival with Food Prude, where we're going back to our roots and learning old-fashioned ways in a modern world. Hi, I'm Laura Lawrence, and I'm glad you're here with me.
And talk to you about how we were able to move the pigs from the old area, which I'll go show you that, to the new area that's behind me now, which is what we call the front garden. And the move went so good, and I just had to share it with you. But here's the thing. I couldn't actually show you the move of the pigs because if you've ever dealt with farm animals, sometimes moving them from one area to another one without like any kind of constraints or like a certain pathway, you never know what's going to happen. And so I didn't have my phone with me because I wanted to be able to help the husband. We had the kids out here with us and everything like that. And you never know what's going to happen or if some swear words get thrown around. So I couldn't actually video it, but it was pretty magical and it worked out good. So let's talk about it. Okay, here we are where we had the pigs before. This is what we call the overwintering home area because typically we get a lot of snow here in northern Michigan. That they have to have a much higher fence, a little more secure. It's hot wired, some actual posts and stuff like that. So that would be their typical winter home that we have had them in before when we've had to overwinter pigs, which we're getting more and more. The accidental pig farmers, so we're doing a lot of that lately. This is typically the setup that we have here. It's just these posts, a couple wires that are down here because they can't actually like bend at their legs or anything like that. So they just need very low. We hot wire it. They train very easily on the hot wire. So they test it once and they know where it's at and they don't want to go over it. So we got really lucky moving these pigs this time. But we've also trained them over time too as well. So I thought I'd just share with you kind of some of our things that we're able to do. So we feed them by using a golf cart. So they always know the sound of the golf cart when it's coming. They also know the sound of when we open up our garage door where the feed is. It makes this loud screechy noise. Trust me, they hear everything and they know. It's kind of funny. But we also bucket feed them as well. So they can actually hear, like the bucket and the handle. It's just a 5-gallon bucket, food grade buckets that we ferment their feed in. They know the sound. So if you bang the handle, they know it's coming. They know there's food. They're very food-driven type of animals. I mean, honestly, I'm a very food-driven type of animal too, hence my name, Food Prude. But who isn't, right? I guess. So anyway, so we have trained them by the bucket sound, the golf cart sound, and really just talking to them so they kind of know that we're the ones that feed them and take care of them and stuff like that. So we let them out. They have 2.5 acres here that they're able to do. But if you listen to any of my previous videos, we have talked about how lack of fertilizer, that the chickens just wasn't giving enough. And I don't want to really use, stuff from the store unless I have to. So I'll come up with different types of fertilizers by utilizing leaves or weeds or their poop in a bucket then I'll put on. But the garden is so big in the front garden that I just need extra help. And because it's been being used for 6 years, it needs some extra. Drop it like it's hot. So that's what I need. So we have decided to move most of the pigs to the front garden, and then the 2 boy pigs are actually in the back garden. Big Papa and Little Frank are back there. So we had them in here, so we went ahead and opened up this gate here and took the wire off here. And we were worried about the big pig because she has never actually been outside of the fence whatsoever. Blondie, Miss Blondie, the one that cuddles and drops it and gives cuddles. So we weren't sure if she's gonna come on out. But she did. She ended up coming out because she saw all the little other pigs that we have actually moved them a couple times. She was like, oh yeah, okay, if they're doing it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it as well. I gotta switch arms. So we were glad about that. And so we did. So we moved them. They came out. We looked at all the pigs because accidental pig farmers and pig math, farm math, like chickens. We don't know how many you have, but we found out. So anyway, so we came out and they just followed the husband and the food bucket all the way over here, just like they should have done it and stuff like that. And and then all of a sudden, as we're halfway over here, but wait, there's more. There was another pig that must have been lollygagging in the back somewhere. So that was kind of funny. So we got them to come over here with us. I'll just take you on a little walk. And we got them to move to the garden, which you'll see right here. So they were so happy and so excited when we let them in here. This whole garden was full of weeds, and I left a bunch of corn stalks up. I also left, they're telling me that they're hungry, it's feeding time. There's all kinds of stuff that they left up. So they've only been moved for 5 days or something like that. They have already done a lot of work. Those little Juliana mixes are so loud. Can you hear them? They're following me. Watch. They just crack me up. So anyway, so we got it all fenced off. We moved them. It worked out great. So bucket train your animals so that they understand, you know, if they get out for some reason, or if you need to move them to give them, you know, to fertilize different areas. It really helps out to, you know, to train your animals. So this is the area here where we have garlic and strawberries, and there's their hut and them too as well. But we had to use our cattle panels to fence off all the areas that I have stuff planted, because in case they went over the hot wire fence, I did not want them to get in here and destroy nearly 500 garlic bulbs and strawberries and stuff like that. So we did that, and we also have blueberries on the other end of the garden there. So we did all of that, and then we got them moved in here, and they followed us. Easy peasy. So that was really great that it worked out. So train your animals, become friends with them, even if you do raise them for meat. But let's say hi. Hi guys. There's Blondie. It's like a chorus of animals. So thanks for hanging out with me. Final garden tour video for 2024. It is being put to rest. The animals are doing their job to go ahead and fertilize all winter long, which is just, to me, is fabulous to drop exactly what I want from them right onto the source. So it works out really good. So if you're able to do that, cool. And there'll be more pig videos, and some kitchen videos, and who knows what else I'll come up with. But we're closing. We're saying sayonara to garden this year. So I hope your gardening season went good. And let's work at it again next year to even get even more, okay? See you guys later. Thanks for being here with me.